very dumpstered in lane with Largo Rubik.
Oh,
where's the tablet? Where's the tablet?
We don't have it. That's the first time it's been run for it,
Is the
Shiver.
tablet? Is this it? This is it.
I don't think it's like on right now, Shiver.
Oh, it's corrupted Sand King.
I got it.
Corrupted Sand King. Oh, it is the crit Largo.
Do you have to go jungle right away? Do you need a support to help you out somehow? Like,
You
what's
can't
the
jungle
strategy?
either. It's kind of a checkmate for a lane. Like, this is just a guaranteed stomp in that lane. I guess
XTREME
theoretically,
getting burned. He's going to get first blood by Skeeter on the DK, one of his favorite heroes.
I guess theoretically you could jungle at level 3. It's really inefficient. And yeah, FY is here. You need more help, so that's why Xnova is here, but so is Snay.
Boy, it's a good old-fashioned party in the mid lane. As Xnova taking a dual breath from Snake King, who's kind of out of resources now. But there's a frog stomp onto FY. Will have to use his snowball on the creeps, which gets close to the rest of Falcons. Gets licked back into the fray. Viper Strike used as well. That's going to be the death of the support. There's nothing to say. I mean, this is such a disaster for Extreme.
Really a travesty.
And now, nothing to say. Gonna die under the cover of the tier 2 tower. Buys back. Oh dear.
If he dies again here, he's fucked. Like, no.
He's getting licked back in. Trying to go for a kill. He finds one, but it's going to be the cost of his life again. Triple kill from Malrine. A dieback at 6 minutes for nothing to say.
He's also gonna lose his tower. This triple wave with the siege.
Snake King looks to be dead, so Extreme are at the very least can be able to get something out of this. And it's actually Malrine sticking to his Nether Toxin right now as Crit jumps in as well. FY takes the tumble for the second time in this very elongated engagement.
I really like his idea of cutting waves and stacking them for his own benefit. He just did it at the worst possible time.
This would be, oh, that was a good
Nice
fake out.
But, well.
Xnova's just going to die, though. Although XXS comes in.
Oh, he still got it.
He did.
Oh, my.
Oh, my God. Dude. Nothing to say. The mid laner is level 4 right now.
Look at his net worth. Why is it always that when there's something really unorthodox going on in the mid lane, it's always Malrine on either side? Yeah. Either he gets Omega counterpicked and he runs.
Oh, my goodness. He has a damage rune as well. Good fissure, but the lick back in. Another death to his name. He is stuck on level 4. This is a level 7 Malrine now. 7.5 rather.
The Sand King laning against Essev has double the net worth of the mid.
Yeah. Oh, that's an early Boots of Travel. They actually fortified the creep so he can TP in successfully. Requiem to try to buy some space for Ame. And now XXS with the Chakra. They could actually turn this around to Mallory. He's going to be worth quite a bit. He gets licked in, but the whip finishes the job. And now the raise is onto Corrupted. So Extreme able to find some semblance of a team fight. They get 2 big kills.
We knew this was a bad lane for Shaker, obviously, against Viper. But props to Malrine for absolutely min-maxing the lane to the limit.
XXS going to get ganked in the meantime. Looks to be a freebie for Falcons.
I genuinely think if they were to replay this lane 10 times... Oh, hang on.
FY wants to run into the gank squad, apparently.
Okay, well, you'll die for that.
Interesting decision.
What?
That's weird. All right.
Okay. I think if they replayed this mid lane 10 times, Malrine would not do it better a single time. This is like more or less flawless, right?
And now they can try to steal these stacks again.
Yep.
The Ancients are bigger,
though.
though.
Skeeter would love that.
Nothing to say is spotted, but the haste rune will get him out of dodge.
If Crit could have reached him there with the lick.
Meanwhile, Wheel of Wonder, XXS joining the fray. Skeeter taking all this pure damage. He gets licked, but now he's in human form. Nothing to say with an Echo Slam, the level 6 mid laner. Crit trying to get to the high ground. He will probably be chased down as well. So Extreme, they're finding kills, Cinderin.
Yep. Get there fast with Daedalus because you don't necessarily need as much defensive in order to function. So, Extreme, they would love to kill Malrine here.
Yeah. Snowball will hit. There's a lick nearby, though. Or is there? Malrine's just going to die, actually. Stays alive a little bit longer, but the right clicks are enough for Ame. But he is taking a huge amount of damage. The Wheel of Wonder delays his death, but they find it eventually. A 1-for-1 as FY to the north he goes. No lick again.
Maybe not in group stage 2, but Satanic had some games on Shadowking where it's just like, this is not fair. He was so far ahead. And like Nikkei too. Those 2 players.
With a lot of heroes. As Skeeter And he gets stunned up. Chakram's coming for him as well. Nothing to say.
Oh,
the
pull!
lick! And actually, they missed the Echo Slam because of it. Beautifully done from Crit. Learned his lesson. Double kill for Corrupted. TP looks to be fine. They are untargetable.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think you always were in Escape Act. I just had to do a double take. But yeah, you just
Malrain
didn't be able to
punched
move it.
in the air. Ame, actually finds some distances. Oh god, he turns back into a human. Skeeter is still scaring Ame. That is not a good sign for Extreme. The box is up as Skeeter will fall, but that's life number 1, and he takes Shadow Fiend with him. Corrupted super low. XXS would love to finish him off, but that's not going to be the case, it seems, because he is surrounded by 5 members. Although Corrupted does get killed off by Nothing to Say, so Nothing to Say finally getting... Well, actually, that's his 2nd kill of the game. Change your mind?
Then I would be more...
Yeah, because
it's better for him
yeah, exactly.
to get Glimmer.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But
Corrupted. Aghanim Scepter reveal incoming. Ame, pops the BKB just in time before the Burrow Strike. FY, well, the lick is not going to be there in time, and the right clicks are more than enough. Corrupted taken out, but now the Viper Strike applied to Ame. Stuck in place thanks to the Dragon Tail. 2 dead and make it 3. Extreme. I mean, they do get a core, but it feels like every trade right now, Falcons' way. XXS, he's on the high ground. They have some vision here. He's going to get Dragon Tail. Nothing to Say. Gets off a Fissure. Can't totem to follow. No Viper Strike quite yet for XXS, or for Malrain, rather. He is a machine on that Viper. XXS on the low ground. They will eventually find their target.
valiant effort to outrun the frog, but as we've established in this tournament, frogs are the fastest creatures in the world on land.
And in terms of implications of this series, if you're just joining us, correct me if I'm wrong here, but Falcons are eliminated already. As Ame, high ground, will have to use his BKB, and that's a pretty good trade for Falcons. They can just soft reset now.
Yeah, this is kind of an unusual position to be in for a series like this. Hang on.
He's not done chasing. Epicenter incoming. Set up by the Burrow. That's with the Aghanims as well. The box, but Epicenter should be close to enough to finish him off. He does end up dropping on his high ground as X-Nova just going to get simply right-clicked by the Dragon. Nightfall away is fine. Corrupted is not.
And Amar could have been playing Sankey, actually. That is the hero he plays. So they might have picked it regardless.
Yep, sure.
For him.
All right, Wheel of Wonder. They get the initiation onto Snaking. They kill him. And Skeeter pops his BKB, waiting for Nothing to Say come out of his box.
Nice
Still
guard.
chasing, though.
Not enough.
And it's, he gets a nice crit at the end there. So Skeeter gets the better of the trade again. But the net worth lead somehow is lowering. And for Ame, still working on the Silver Edge, which is the item of this tournament, it feels like. XXS, he's spotted. Snaking takes the initiation, but there, the box is actually going to save 1 target that Skeeter was going for, but the XXS actually just melts. Absolutely no HP to work with. Ame with the BKB gets the Requiem, and they're actually going to find the damage onto Skeeter. Big kill onto Corrupted as well. 3 for 2 with a buyback from XXS as now Falcons on the run. Can Extreme go for Roche?
Some crucial mitigation there. That is box plus snowball in action against Sand King. Are going to feel equally valuable. It's more damage, but can dodge a lot of it.
Skeeter, they actually find Ame. They thought it was the other way around. Ame, right click down. That's life number 1. Reinforcements on the way. Malrain pops the BKB a little bit early. And they get the stun onto Ame. That should be a freebie. And now the chase is onto FY. Hurricane Pike, FY getting hit from very far away via Malrain. Skeeter looks to be stuck in the trees.
Pulled
here.
out by a friend.
Smoke from Extreme as Falcons in Extreme's jungle.
Oh, this is a pivotal moment. Falcons are actually in a very good position here, but they don't have Viper near.
He's the one frontlining. Punch from FY starts out. The Macroplier connecting onto 2. FY, they come in with a Nothing to Say Echo Slam. It's a double Echo, in fact, as the DK gets melted. Corrupted follows suit. Extreme somehow have taken the lead in this game. Can they withstand this damage? They don't have a pipe.
Oh, hello.
Malrain takes the Echo Slam number 1. He's just dead.
Yeah,
Just like that. Top net worth in the game. Not worth anything there. Corrupted. The Burrow Strike away. Can Falcons get away in numbers here? Oh, they find the Fissure onto Skeeter. Gets licked, turns into a dragon, pops the BKB. Do they actually want to fight? He gets kicked away, so the Walrus, or the kick for the Aghanim Scepter on the Tusk, rather, as the Timber Chain comes in with the Whirling Death. Skeeter burns up, and there's the second Echo Slam from Nothing to Say. They try to get out, does Falcons, but it's likely to be a team wipe as Corrupted, the last remaining member, does get off the Blink Dagger, though, and does have TP. And then their entire fight was just ruined.
I mean, I'm with you. I still think they need a nullifier on DK.
Oh, Malrine with a very quick BKB. Echo Slam was used for that. They're going to try to turn this around now as Skeeter jumps in as well. They get Ringmaster Macropyre on his dead body. Buys back, though, and still has the Wheel of Wonder at his disposal. Fissure connection. FY with a kick. That, oh god, crit just gets, well, he gets crit down.
International Punt a Frog Day. And now
Such
it's
a crazy Ags.
for Roche. Nothing to Say still has another Echo to give. XXS going very offensively here.
Dragon Tail onto XXS. Buyback from Crit. FY gets the Walrus Punch, though. There's the Echo Slam. Sinking really low. Drops to start things out. No buyback for him, but they do get Ame as Malrine healing up to a huge amount. They're not able to finish off the Timber, though. Now Skeeter in human form gets knifed. Looking for a Dragon Tail with all his might. Crit's going to give him all the move speed he needs, though. So they'll clean him up at the very least. And Extreme lose 4 heroes. It does cost 2 buybacks, the DK and the Largo.
Sand King did 4,600 damage with Epi only. He casted, blinked in, got insta chain stunned by Shaker and died. It's not particularly important for himself. It's way bigger when you have Ags. But yeah, he's just going to put that on an ally every time instead of himself. He's been putting it on Sand King a lot.
XXS coming, Nothing to Say, does get off his ult. It's only onto the Frog, though. Crit gets off a lick before his death. Meanwhile, the Viper Strike with the box is going to save him for now. Nothing to Say trying to run away. Mallory turning his sights to XXS instead. Has the Aghanim Scepter, though, so very tanky. FY slow to a crawl. Gets Ice Path as well. Nothing to Say. Enchant Totem onto Corrupted. Yeah, she still has Epicenter after all of this, and the Timber Chain doesn't hit anything. Ame in the trees. Do they have vision? Going for the Requiem. It's a huge one onto 4 with the Echo Slam to follow from Nothing to Say. That's 3 dead just like that. Now Ame on the run. Skeeter gets the Dragon Tail. They be able to clean up Nothing to Say eventually. As XXS second buyback of the game here. But Malrine completely out of resources. He has a second life. I don't think he can fight, though. Reinforcements not really arriving here. This will be another death for him. It's a costly one for Extreme, but hard to decipher how that fight went overall. 1 tier 4 tower down. Ame hitting like a truck. XXS was taking the brunt of the damage. Just look at the DK already at half HP. He gets licked. The Macropyre's not going to provide too much cover. Skeeter, somebody pops a refresher. There's a lot of damage coming out. He gets the punch in the air. DK super low as Skeeter finding kills Subway somehow. Malrine is actually going to help defend with that buyback. The Tusk dead. Ame as well. And Xnova the third. And Malrine going for the killing blow here. Ame has buyback, will use it. 3 alive. XXS, if they kill him or Ame, they don't have buybacks at all. Echo Slam right away. Lick to try to save Malrine. Gets forced out as well. He still has a damage and he's still alive. Corrupted with a counter initiation. XXS in a lot of trouble. He's gonna fall. 2 minutes on the deck and Nothing to Say. Trying to limp back to base. It's now a 2 versus 5. Last fortification for Extreme. Can they possibly defend here? Ringmaster up in 5 seconds, has his ult. Ame gonna lose his tier 4 tower. And Falcons playing a little bit slow, biding their time out. Past the BKB, going straight for the throne. Snaking trying to create as much space as possible. Puts the Ice Path down for the BKB from Ame. There's the Echo Slam. Malrine licked again. Out of the range of the Wheel of Wonder as well. But Skeeter focuses the barracks. And they get it. Falcons somehow take game 1 after they were crushing them in the beginning of the game. Then they threw the game. Then they won the game. Unbelievable. What the fuck was this?
That is the most backwards way of winning a game ever. But they did get there. Okay.
Ame
one way to win a game.
6, 8 deaths for Ame.
One thing about Chen, third skill, it's actually not dispellable. SD messaged me the other day because we talked about it with SD on broadcast. That it's actually not dispellable when you put that on allies. So you can give somebody a bunch of armor, which should help when fighting these heroes like Kez. but Kez versus Death Prophet.
Oh, there we go. There you go.
Yeah.
We got it. We're back. We're so back. Yeah, I have a lot of questions for this game, and I'm looking forward to seeing the answers. All right, decent damage here.
Yeah,
Crit.
grenade on Ame. He's going to pop the fairy
enough.
fire. He's getting first blooded by Crit. That was unexpected. We're used to Kez just shitting on everybody.
Late game, I would say. He kind of gets outshined a lot by other heroes a lot of the time.
FY. Ooh, nice raise from Skeeter, just on the edge.
Yeah, this is more what I've been looking for from Skeeter, getting a kill in lane, having a big CS advantage against the Largo. Well, in spite of Kez being pressured bottom, he's still 500 ahead of the Death Prophet.
Oh, Shackle. Corrupted with a Spirit Siphon. Into the Hex, into the double Hex, into the parry, though. Looks like Ame will get out. TP support from FY, and now Corrupted the one in a bit of trouble. Grappling Claw, that's enough for the kill.
I'm surprised to see Kez having this big of a CS advantage, given the pressure that they've put on him down here. Ame still 37-9 to Corrupted's 22-1. Nothing comes for free, though. Pressure up top from Falcons, and they are going to try for a steal, and this might just work. Phoenix going to TP, but Chen and Shadow Fiend, as well as a rotating Tiny, this is a tough one to defend.
XXS takes one raise. Skeeter's going to go outside of it so he can get the double and triple, and that is the steal indeed. Can they get out with their lives, though? Malrine taking pretty heavy damage from Nothing to Say, but if he commits any further, he's going to have the Wrath of Skeeter to work with.
This is a very, very big grab. Hoodwink level 3, Phoenix level 5, actually. Decent levels on X-Nova, but FY has a mountain to climb now. Another play on bot.
Spirit Siphon into the Crypt Storm, doing quite a bit. Ame trying to fight his way out of it. It's not going to happen. They will get the trade, and will they? Spirit Siphon continuing. XXS. Urn Charge is going to keep Corrupted alive.
Death Prophet getting mana regen and armor. So I think just keep the Urn, go Greaves, and then see where you're at.
Crit going to tank the gank here.
Yep.
So Corrupted will be able to get out as a result.
You owe me a Coke.
Well, I didn't speak.
Nope.
Is there a point where it's just too much push? I feel like I've seen that a time or two. Avalanche from Malrine. Not able to get the toss. Tosses a creep instead. Another Sunray, but instantly canceled. His crit gets the shackle. There is a dive available, but he can't get it off because Skeeter is there with the damage, and
they're stealing.
Gonna get some nice stacks here. Yep,
so
that's true.
A nice pairing. And this bottom tower, they're not going to defend it. Looking to trade mid. Malrine
triple teamed here, make it quadruple. He has the shield rune, so he stays alive a lot longer, but surely they'll find this with the Raptor dancing being used by Ame. Malrine, one more tick will do it.
Feels like Hand of God might have saved him there. How to do this compared to the other players, but this looks a lot better.
Corrupted, gonna get ganked pretty hard here. Bushwhack,
no
sharpshooter, FY doing most of the damage here.
It's going to cost you a top tower, though. Will they find the trade again, Extreme? Looking at bottom, there is a glyph. Oh, Largo!
Yeah, he's found with the Avalanche, tossed back into the Requiem, bouncing left, right, all over the place.
Later.
And the 14-minute Shrine.
This will be a trade, though.
It will.
TP in from Hoodwink. They want to defend on XG.
Yeah, the Zoo is coming. Snake King overseeing operations. Avalanche hits two heroes. They get the silence, so Phoenix not going to get off an egg here. It's Malrine taking some damage from Nothing to Say. Sharpshooter hits him in the butt. Ame with the Raptor dance, but he gets stuck inside the wards. Now he's going to get tossed up with the Exorcism on top. Double kill for Corrupted. Disastrous exchange here for Extreme as FY attempting to run, but there's only so far you can go. Triple kill for the level 30 Dota Plus Death Prophet, Corrupted.
Greaves +1. She healed up from half to full in the blink of an eye.
Oh, the Avalanche, beautifully done onto Ame. They can't follow it up, though. Crit gets a Hex onto the Frog. Ame with the Raptor dance. Malrine gets dropped as a result. Fortification popped as Corrupted is there. Has the Exorcism, but they lose two, and now Falcons have to be careful. Snake King's going to feed his life away now. Staying a little bit too long as Falcons now on the retreat. Corrupted. Gonna run into Nothing to Say. Gonna get silenced. He's gonna steal the rune, and that's gonna be a 4th death for Falcons. This looks just like game number 1.
I was gonna say, is this the same game with different heroes?
Just
They just get an insane lead and then...
Into Roche. So this is going to be an even game now after you finish the solar. Looks like he wants to go pipe afterwards.
He should.
Nova, he's found, or Kez actually the bigger potential kill. He gets silenced before the Raptor Dance can go off the Sunray, trying to heal him, but it's not enough. Ame takes a tumble. Exorcism popped with this, and there's a wave nearby, so the tier 2 in peril as well.
Oh, he's going to TP mid, though. Should be a good time to strike. Now, there is a BKB on Nothing to Say.
He's already used Toss.
Oh, smoke insta-break by Crit.
Kaya Sange now will be revealed for Froggy.
Does this ward see Nothing to Say? It
doesn't.
doesn't.
The Fire Spirit's Nothing to Say with the shield run, pops the BKB. Mallory instant BKB into the Avalanche Toss, but nobody's going to be the recipient of that frog. The Exorcism popped it. Now Corrupted is the one taking all the damage. Hand of Gaben to try to save him, but he gets dropped like nothing. Now the run-up Xtreme in a 4 versus 5. Gets licked out, Nothing to Say. Not that he needed it, he can zip anytime he wants, but actually Nothing to Say gets deleted by Skeeter out of nowhere. First egg of the game, semi-successful, and now Skeeter attempting to run away. XXS just leading the charge here. Malrine gets a toss-up to try to delay. Crit there with the Shackle as Skeeter able to get the Shadow Blade in the retreat, thinking about going back in. He's actually going to try for it. That is what? Why? And Malrine will die afterward. I don't...
But what's the sample size, though? How many Death Prophets does Gaben know about?
Yeah, true.
Crit.
He's spotted. And he's dead. Wow.
Jeez.
Not even foul play can go off there with the sharpshooter break. Avalanche Malrine. Oh, okay. He's going to force the BKB for Ame, but now he might just die for it. Gets licked up to the high ground. Nothing to Say. Doing so much damage here as Corrupted takes a decent amount of damage, attempting to run away with that Exorcism. Skeeter just standing his ground, but now he's going to be burned to a crisp. Malrine trying to buy some space with the Avalanche. Skeeter on the outskirts of this fight, but the Death Requiem comes out. 3 dead for Falcons, and now they are really losing a lot of juice. Yep, and it's against an Aegis.
Oh, they might just fight before it.
Malrine's going to cancel the Sunray. He's going to pop the BKB, gets off the toss, but now being pursued by Ame. No help on the way, apparently, so he's just dead.
It's the same problem again. They're obsessing over this idea of tossing into the Requiem, and you're not in good shape, and 35 minutes in this lane of barracks is not going to change all that much.
That's a big opening, though. They get the sheep stick. Malrine, the toss back. It's actually backwards somehow. Electric Vortex initiation, but the instant Hex onto the Storm Spirit. That's the one with the Aegis, though. Requiem onto Ame, but he BKBs runs away. There's life number 1 for the Storm.
Hello?
Can they get anything on top of them right after? Avalanche into what? Into Toss, into the right clicks, into Hex again. That's a dead Storm Spirit. Successful defense for Falcons. Can they get more? Exorcism right now on top of Ame and XXS with the Egg Sunray as well. Raptor Dance in retreat for Xtreme. It's Malrine looking to find a straggler. It's going to be tough to catch up. Yeah, Ame takes the haste.
You see the first 25 talent unlocked.
Back the Hex, because the Lincolns was not on the Kez, so they're focusing him. Now the BKB's popped galore. The parry comes out from Ame. They kill the Egg, but now Kez versus Shadow Fiend. Kez seems to be winning this in spades, and that is the death of Skeeter. Raptor Dance the follow, hitting literally nothing. And Crit on the sidelines. Going to be the second death for Falcons that required a buyback for X-Nova. Atos going to be dodged. Now the Corrupted, we actually will get bushwhacked. Avalanche hitting several heroes. Exorcism doing a pretty good amount of work, but it's not enough to keep him alive. And now no way for Death Prophet to get back in the game either, and Xtreme can just hit buildings. Apparently that's enough, because they will smoke. Damage rune on top. Dr. Ame. They're going to spot Corrupted. He gets hexed, bushwhacked as well. He's going to pop the BKB and Exorcism now. They're going to be forced to fight, but the Chen is dead already. 70 seconds on the deck. Malrine follows suit. And these fights at this point in the game are just not close, which begs the question, why didn't they push earlier? Malrine now has a Lincoln's Breaker in the Yules. Crit jumps in, breaks it as well, but there's the zip from Nothing to Say. That's a dead Rasta. And Malrine about to drop to his own demise. Pops the refresher for one more avalanche. But now SF will go to the grave with the rest of his team as GG is called, and we're going to a game 3.
Yeah, they just can't kill anybody anymore. It was nice to see Skitter level up his early game Shadow Fiend performance and making more of a case for picking the hero, but ultimately, you cannot make very many critical errors in this game against what Xtreme have going late.
Was it? Yeah.
What was Ame playing game 1, wasn't it?
I think so.
So I wonder why they didn't just run that back.
Maybe because it was expected, and Falcons do not like to do the expected thing, Sheever.
Effectively used your first overall pick to deny Largo. Yeah. We're in for a long day, everybody. We're in for an Extreme Gaming best of 3 coming up. What do you think, Jenkins? Purge? Anybody?
Yeah, his CS versus XXS is very good. As in compared to XXS.
Yeah. Man, Fatal Bond's Echo Slash is so gross.
He
might
doesn't have
die
Timber
here.
Chain. They might just dive this,
dead.
absolutely. And one more right click does it. First blood for Snaking. Almost a different meaning, you know? FY and company gonna try to go for the Wisdom. Crit gonna stay inside. Malrine Epicenter's absolutely nothing. Well, he does clip the Phoenix. Doesn't get away in time. So they do find the kill. They do find the Shrine. In fact, they get both Shrines. Corrupted. He's gonna tick out. Ame and company, they do outnumber them. Malrine gets axed to death. Double kill, triple kill for Nothing to Say.
Feels like there was potentially an opportunity there after taking the Shrine to TP bot and reinforce, but maybe felt like it was too late. Corrupted, gonna get roared into Avalanche, but he's fine.
Yeah, not a lot of follow-up. The onslaught trample onto FY, so that's the kill going Falcons' way instead.
Sometimes moves like this just confuse me at this level.
No, it's just the rogue employee. Sure.
Right.
Malrine heads towards the bot side of the map. FY is going to run right into Snaking and Skeeter. Will be more than a freebie. Can they get more in the form of Ame, who is down there, but Corrupted?
Oh, look, an Ancient's deck.
Yeah. They get the kill, they get the stack. Not too shabby.
Yoink! But in the grand scheme of things, for the vast majority of his history, he is a beast now.
Yeah, Skeeter getting licked. Already at half health, though, as the roar coming out. They've killed off the Phoenix to start things out, but Skeeter gets destroyed by the Sonic Wave.
Good
that
Fatal
is
Bonds.
Life number 1. Yeah, Fatal Bonds. Can they have the follow-up? Malrine, the epicenter already going. It's a decent amount, but is it enough? Skeeter jumps in onto Ame. They get the Sand King. Ame does fall, but look at this Chakram. XXS doing work. The onslaught trample on top of him, but the Pulverize back up. Snake King and Crit on the way. There's a Golem comes out, but it's not enough to take out XXS. As he gets a double kill on the Snake King randomly. That Chakram was still up.
I think it was microing the Golem, but maybe he had no way out regardless. If he wants to. Maybe he's just helping his friend. Maybe he doesn't want to play Pro Dota. He's just like, sure, I'll play. If you guys want me to.
Oh, okay. Gotta fight. Malrine gets blown up.
Well, they don't get the cleaning in real life, but you kind of do nothing until you get Blink BKB and then you pop off. And there's games where you crush early.
Oh, the roar, but he does get the BKB off. Pulverized right now onto Ame. Golem to follow. Sonic Wave onto 2. Raptor Dance onto nothing.
Good bonds.
The reset is here as Malrine. Epicenter with the Fatal Bonds. Down goes Nothing to Say. Malrine getting quite low, though. FY looking to try to finish it, but the heals coming out from Crit. Get the Burrow Strike off as well. XXS trying to apply some pressure here as FY and Ame jump back in. They get the axes, they get the kill onto Skeeter and Crit as the trample now applied just to Ame. XXS gets rooted thanks to the Atos. Do they have the damage here? It's going to be close. Gets the Timber Chain and he pops. So that's 4 dead, 4 Extreme at the cost of 2 of Falcons.
You decided that was the time.
Roche belches.
Roar into smoke.
Falcons smoke. XXS, Pulverize, but the Avalanche gonna cancel it out, and this Primal Beast is getting destroyed. Can't do much, pops the BKB in retreat. Looks like he's actually gonna live, but 2 dead already for Falcons. Malrine and Corrupted, and the fight just ends like that. Although Ame ends up dropping later in the fight to Skeeter, which that is the hero they need to do Roche.
Corrupted was very ready and very fast on that jump, but unfortunately maybe a bit too quick. The backup. Oh, hang on. Oh.
Nova, careful now, young man. FY gets off the avalanche onto 2, though, as XXS doing his work against Crit. Skeeter trying to get the Raptor Dance off, but the Yule's cancellation. Raptor Dance into nothing. Can't get the lifesteal. Echo Slash into death. Double kill for XXS.
Ame going to work.
Yeah, looking for the solo Roche here.
This one won't roar. It's a Dire got the
Falcons,
first one.
they're not getting here. They're going to try now. I think
they're too late.
Too late, though. Nothing to say. Finds a target. Pulverize onto the Tiny. The Sonic Wave onto several heroes. Corrupted, though. Gets Primal Roared. There's the Golem right on top with a big Raptor Dance. It's just not enough damage. And Ame focusing now the Warlock. That's 3 dead for Falcons. Sunray to follow. And Skeeter now on the run, but can't get far. They use the Aegis on Extreme, but they win this fight handily. Yeah. It's good to know. I was really interested in that. Skeeter.
You don't know lyrics. All right. Out he goes.
Was going for the tier 2, gets licked in the middle of a grappling claw.
Oh, nothing to say. Not letting him have it. Well, I'll push you out.
Yeah, he tries to get the Wisdom Shrine here. It's not worth that much at this point of the game, but they do get the Snake King stun right on to... He actually dies. He didn't have BKB because he used it to TP out. Big kill and nothing to say. And remember, whoever's leading will lose the fight. That is each team's specialty at this point. So 3 dead for Extreme. You also have the only reliable piercing stun for the Primal ult.
Yeah, that's also starting to become a concern, of course. If he gets that refresher on
Skeeter,
Corrupted.
Avalanche right now. He's going to pop the BKB. The Raptor Dance to follow. Doesn't really get much HP after the fact, though. Trying to disengage, but here comes the Primal ult along with Chaotic Offering. Nothing to say. Tanks up most of that as the Epicenter comes through, but the Roar, Ame's just going to pound right through him. Beastmaster versus the Scorpion. Able to burrow strike and try to get out, but not happening this time. 2 dead for Falcons. Make it 3.
And he even used his refresher on Malrine, trying to escape, refresh.
But I guess if Corrupted can time it correctly, there it is again. All right, they're going to try for it. Onslaught right on top with the Chaotic Offering as well. Primal ult is canceled immediately. Corrupted.
Oh.
He will pop his refresher, though. They're going to get life number 1 onto Ame. They kill off the Tiny as well. Buys back instantly. Nothing to say. Blinks away. And Ame, he's actually going to blink away, too. Not super interested in fighting, or at least maybe resetting completely.
Okay, that's...
Throughout the tournament, they'd have a better showing. Skeeter showing himself. Lincoln's pops. XXS shows himself.
Oh, another failed Pulverize.
Yeah, Corrupted tries for it again, and Skeeter gets licked away. Sonic Wave, nothing to say again, jumping in. But Skeeter getting most of his HP back. Trying to apply some pressure, nothing to say, gets bashed. Nothing to say, gets bashed again! Killed off 100 seconds on the deck. Malrine, still with the Epicenter. Is that number 2? Yeah, he popped the refresher for that. XXS very confused why he can't kill these creeps. Continues to right-click Malrine in the tree line.
Malrine, if he sees this, oh, they see him.
The tree hits him. Avalanche, toss, roar, and licked to death. He does have buyback here as the Sunray applied to Skeeter and company as they now try to run away. Skeeter with the Aegis. You heard it here first, everybody. At the advantage was Falcons, thus losing the fight. Back up for Kez, able to get out of dodge though. FY on the run, along with XXS trying to reset themselves. I agree.
But Warlock has it too.
Looking for the jump. XXS in the area again. Smoke is popped.
Oh,
the actual Timber chains into them. Pops the BKB, has the Lotus applied to him though. Pops the Aghanim Scepter as well. Skeeter and company gonna run away for now. Waiting for the Ags to come out is
Roar.
The Roar from Ame, number 1 onto the Primal Beast. Do they have protection for him? He just walks away eventually, and Malrine comes in with the Epicenter. He's going to get the double here pretty soon. Sonic Wave to follow, though, is Skeeter right-clicking Ame. Pops the BKB in the retreat. There's a full pulverize onto X-Nova as Skeeter now focusing on the Timber Saw. He is extremely low. No Aegis on anybody here. Raptor Dance doing a decent amount to get Skeeter back to full HP. Double Golem with the Fatal Bonds as well. Nothing to say, has to blink away. XXS as well. Ame died in that fight. Pop back.
Right, hang on. Did anyone take Audacious? Nobody?
Oh, Avalanche from FY. It's a beauty. Tosses back crit. able to heal up a decent amount, but that is a lot of damage from XXS, and that they take out the Frog easily. Has the buyback available to XXS. He's at half health, but has that Aghanim Scepter activated. Epicenter combination onto the Beastmaster. They use the Nullifier as well. Ame trying to run away. He's very quick as Kez is focusing all his efforts on him.
No buyback
That's
on him.
2 minutes down with Beastmaster. No Ame potentially for the rest of this game. Double Golem from Snaking. This Timber Saw is so tanky, but there's the full Pulverize though. Nobody to cancel it, but XXS is still alive. They kill off Kez, he buys back. Golem again coming through. Double Burrow Strike with a huge onslaught trample. Everybody's dying for the Extreme side. Barely getting out is nothing to say. They have a couple more buybacks to work with for Extreme, so they have 4 alive in theory.
And Skeeter, he'll go for the Megas.
40 seconds for the Beastmaster.
Tosses him out.
Yep, Epicenter combo though from Malrine onto 3 heroes, but the Wind Waker keeping FY safe. That's Epicenter number 1. 30 seconds for Ame. Can they hold? Skeeter jumps in. Pulverize comes out, stunning several heroes. They get the Quap, forcing that buyback instantly, but XXS, that's a dieback for him, and now the Sonic Wave to follow. And still Skeeter with that Aegis. 20 seconds for Ame. Epicenter again from Malrine with the Nullifier to prevent the Wind Waker usage. X-Nova on the wrong side of the tracks. He gets killed off along with the Tiny. They should be able to get Megas, although they are resetting. And they're a little bit afraid of Ame. Corrupted has to TP back way too low on HP. Falcons playing it safe because they have thrown a lot of leads away this series. Oh, Pulverize, this is very deep. Skeeter jumps in as well. The Sonic Wave onto 3 heroes. Better be careful not to get to the fountain. Nothing to say. Able to retract, though. They get Ame, though. That's the big kill. 90 seconds
More golems.
on the deck. Golems galore. They get the stun onto Quap. Nothing to say. Gets licked. Burrow striked and dead. And that should officially do it. Falcons still eliminated from this tournament. But Extreme not going to force the tiebreaker rather. As Skeeter getting licked, getting a little overconfident. Is there any way for them to throw this lead away is the question. XXS all alone. Phoenix in the fountain. Has that Aghanim Scepter. Could be licked off at any point, but they're just going to focus the barracks now. Or the Ancient rather, and that should do it officially. Falcons take the series 2-1.
Denying Roar instantly from Corrupted. He beats his idol in his one chance he gets to play against XXS. He comes out victorious.
How does everybody with a lead lose their fights? The only one that didn't was Falcons at the very end of the game. Just unreal. Such a backward series, but an entertaining one nonetheless, Sheeper.